So let me ask you a question. Do you know a Genshin Impact character whose hairs are green and he carries a white snake on his neck? Well, I think most of you know that he is our favorite doctor from Genshin Impact, Professor Baizhu, the character with a dendro vision. So from his looks to the way of his talking, he looks utterly suspicious to me. And I think most of you guys also get a feeling that he is hiding something. Am I right? So yeah, in this video I have a theory about him and his connection with QIQI. So yeah, before starting off this interesting video, I want you guys to like this video and subscribe this channel. And now let's begin. So in QIQI's profile, we get to know a few things about Baizhu. So the first thing I noticed is that he's not physically well, and the second thing was he is not sincere with QIQI, and the third and last thing I noticed was that he has an ulterior motive for keeping QIQI around. And yeah, let me prove my points. So the first bit is from a voice line of QIQI where she is talking about why she does her stretches. She says that she is a dead body and the stretching helps her stay limber and mobile, but regardless of how much her body condition is, she is physically much better than Dr. Baizhu.
I may be a corpse, but I am in much better physical condition than Dr. Baizhu.
So this was her voice line, and this line can mean only two things. One being that he's a doctor, so why would he need physically to be in shape, and he's just not very active. And the second one is that he is ill and his body condition is not well. So the second bit where I said that he's not sincere with QIQI, it comes from QIQI's third character story where it explains the method of erasing her previous orders is by hugging her from behind. So you just need to hug QIQI from behind to let her forget her previous orders. And saying I love you the most, the story mentions that Baizhu is not very sincere while saying this, and so the results become mixed. And we also see that he outwardly shows cares for QIQI, it's rather hollow. And the third bit comes from her other character story where it explains how after she revived by the Adeptus, she went into a berserker rage and has to be sealed in amber by Mountain Shaper. Later on, she escapes from the amber and defaults to picking herbs, where Baizhu spots her and takes her in. Well, this story makes a point to mention how QIQI is rather slow and honestly not very useful, but Baizhu still cares from her, even if he has some ulterior motives. So yeah, there's another thing that I still have to highlight. The berserker way QIQI went into and the way they brought QIQI back was by infusing her with a potion of adeptal energy from each adeptus, even Zhongli as well. And this is also how she combats enemy by releasing her seal and using the energy to fight. And now what I am theorizing is that Baizhu may be trying to tap into and use that adeptal energy in QIQI to make some form of powerful medicine or just harness it for himself. And if you ask why would he do this, then like I mentioned earlier, he is physically unwell or at least lacking compared to QIQI, and this may be a result of an illness or condition he has. The Adeptus have incredible lifespans and health too, and surely the cure of this affliction would be within QIQI. But yeah, now there are still a lot of possibilities and angles to consider. Like first of all, it could be that QIQI is in fact so strong that Baizhu lacks in comparison, or is just physically weaker in general. Secondly, even if he is using QIQI to make a cure for his illness, it may not be as extreme as, let's say, taking all the adeptal energy in her and killing her, but I think instead of this, he may be researching and analyzing on QIQI to get an analysis on how the adeptal energy functions. But wait, I have more to say about this. If you read other characters' lines about Baizhu, you get more context than just QIQI's voice lines. Like Xiangling mentions that he always smells like mist flowers and that he is very sickly, and the seller at the pharmacy also comments about his sickness, which proves my point that he is in fact ill. And Keqing also mentions that there's a lot of bad rumors surrounding him, although she doesn't exactly say what. And also Jinyan and Keqing mentions that his medicine is very effective, though super bitter, which is I think normal in Eastern style medicine.
Ugh, that guy. I can smell mist flowers. It must be Dr. Baizhu.
Oh, the rumors you say? The only one that I know for a fact is true is how disgusting his medicine tastes. It's not just the kids who find it bitter. It's left me with some horrible memories too.
I've always thought there is more to QIQI than meets the eye. but it's impossible to have a conversation with her when Baizhu's around.
And yeah, after all this, I think he is most likely just looking a way to cure his sickness, which makes him very frail. He seems to be researching something with coldness or cryo, and that's why he is interested in QIQI and mist flowers. And he could also be trying to prolong his life through medicines, or he's creating an immortal elixir. I mean, who knows? But yeah, what do you guys think? Does Baizhu wants to take advantage of QIQI, or perhaps there's some other reason for his attachment to her? Comment down below. And yeah, also like this video if you found this video entertaining, and subscribe this channel. And now, thanks for watching.